God's chosen one. Stop scrolling. I mean it. Don't move another inch. Because what I'm about to speak into your spirit cannot wait another second. Heaven has been pressing on me all day, saying, tell them now. So here it is, the message that's been waiting for you since before you were born. You think this is just another video showing up on your feed? It's not. This is an appointment straight from the throne room of God. And if your soul's been restless lately, if your nights have felt heavier than usual, if you've been feeling like something is coming but you can't explain it, you're right. Because it is coming, and it's closer than you think. Chosen one, the reason you're hearing this right now is because God said, this moment cannot wait another second. There's been a shift, not in the world, but in the spirit realm. And heaven is moving in your favor faster than you can imagine. The angels assigned to your name are already in motion. The battles that have been draining you, they're ending. The prayers you thought God forgot, He didn't forget. He's been setting the stage. But listen carefully, because this next part isn't for everyone. It's for the ones who've been tried, tested, rejected, misunderstood, and yet never lost faith. If that's you, type 7 in the comments right now, not as superstition, but as a signal to heaven that you are ready. Ready to receive. Ready to walk into what's already yours. Hit that like button if you can feel this word hitting something deep inside you. And subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are walking this same divine journey. Because what's about to unfold isn't random, it's prophetic. You see, God's been silent in your life lately, not because He left you, but because He's been building something that required silence. When a seed is buried, it's not dead. It's growing underground, in darkness, in quiet. And you, chosen one, you are that seed. He covered you, not to hide you, but to protect what He planted in you. People thought you were forgotten. They stopped checking on you. They thought the glow you once had was gone. But what they didn't realize was that the glow was only hidden, not lost. And now God is saying, it's time. Time for everything that's been buried to break through the surface. Time for the hidden to be revealed. Time for the silent seasons to speak. Type 777. Again, if you know this is for you, because God's timing doesn't miss. You weren't late. You weren't behind. He delayed you to align you. And when alignment meets divine timing, nothing can stop the release. Not fear, not failure, not the enemy, not even your past. Every pain you've endured, every betrayal you've survived, every door that slammed in your face, it was all part of the calibration. God wasn't punishing you, He was preparing you. And now He's saying, tell them the wait is over. The tables are turning in your favor. The energy around your name is shifting. You may not see it yet, but heaven already moved the pieces. You're stepping into a season where what was once withheld will be released with interest. Listen, don't let distractions pull you away right now. Don't click away. There's something sacred happening even through this screen. The Spirit is bearing witness inside you, saying, this is for me. So stay, because what I'm about to say next might be the single sentence that changes how you see your entire life. You've been thinking God's silence meant rejection. It never did. It meant selection, because God hides His greatest warriors in plain sight. He lets others sleep on you, ignore you, underestimate you, because your breakthrough is designed to be public. Everyone who doubted you is about to witness your resurrection. Hit that like button if you can feel that word ignite your faith again. And type 77. One more time if you're claiming this season as your own. Now hear this, because it's urgent. God said, my chosen ones have been walking too small. You've been dimming your light to fit into rooms I never sent you to. You've been apologizing for being chosen, but no more. This next chapter requires your full glow. You're not here to blend in. You are here to stand out. The very reason they rejected you is the same reason heaven is about to reward you. They saw difference as defect. God sees it as divine design. You were never meant to fit in because you were meant to redefine. And I need you to let that sink in. You've been praying for confirmation. This is it. This is the message that couldn't wait another second. This is heaven saying, you are next. Chosen one, you are walking into divine reversal, where everything that worked against you will start working for you. The very storms that tried to drown you will now carry you to shore. The closed doors that frustrated you were never rejection, they were redirection. God was not saying no, He was saying not yet. If you're still here listening, it's because your spirit recognizes truth. So don't stop now. Stay locked in. The next few words are your breakthrough blueprint. Because here's what's really happening in your life right now. You're not losing people, you're losing distractions. You're not being isolated, you're being refined. You're not being delayed, you're being delivered. And you're not falling behind, you're falling into place. Every unanswered prayer, every quiet night, every tear, heaven collected them all. Nothing was wasted. Not one heartbreak, not one betrayal, not one lonely night. God used all of it to make you unbreakable. And I need you to type 77 right now. If you believe this next line, your preparation season is officially over. What's been waiting for you is about to meet you halfway. And right now, heaven is watching to see what you'll do with this word, sis. Will you let fear talk you out of your destiny again, or will you stand on faith like you were born to? Because make no mistake, this is the moment that decides the next chapter of your life. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. You don't need another sign. This is the sign. God has already been preparing the ground beneath your feet, and you're about to step into soil that will finally recognize your roots. You've spent too long trying to prove your worth to people who couldn't see your calling. Too long explaining your light to those still living in the dark. But God says, stop explaining. Start walking. Because your next elevation doesn't require explanation, it requires motion. The season of convincing is over. The season of becoming has begun. You're not waiting for a green light, He already turned it on. You've just been too afraid to move because the last time you tried, it hurt. But hear this. That pain was training. You were learning endurance, not punishment. The fire didn't come to burn you. It came to brand you with divine authority. You carry the mark of someone who has survived what others couldn't. And because of that, you're about to carry blessings others can't handle. Type 777. Right now, if you can feel this in your bones. Because something inside you just woke up. That heaviness you've been carrying, it's lifting. The doubts that kept replaying in your mind, they're fading. This is not imagination. This is activation. Chosen one, the reason life has been pressing you so hard is because diamonds don't form without pressure. You've been buried, crushed, and stretched in every direction, but all heaven needed was one more push. And this is it. That pressure wasn't meant to destroy you. It was shaping you for visibility. God doesn't hide treasures in plain sight. He conceals them in process. And your process is what's about to make your presentation unforgettable. You've been wondering why doors open halfway and then close again. It's because God was building your character before He built your platform. He wanted to make sure that when He lifts you, the weight of the blessing doesn't break you. So don't resent the preparation. It's the reason you'll last. This isn't overnight success. This is eternal establishment. If this resonates, hit the like button right now. Not for numbers, but as an act of agreement. Because every amen, every comment, Every 777 typed is sending confirmation into motion. You're aligning yourself with what heaven already said about you. And listen carefully, because this part is crucial. There's a reason the enemy's been targeting you lately. It's not because you're weak, it's because you're next. He saw what was coming before you did. He saw the glow increasing around you, the doors aligning, the favor multiplying. So he tried to distract you, confuse you, make you question your worth. But every attack you've survived is now being turned into evidence. Evidence that you cannot be shaken. Evidence that you were chosen for such a time as this. The pain you went through wasn't random. The isolation wasn't punishment. The delay wasn't denial. It was heaven clearing the path, removing people and things that couldn't carry your next chapter. They weren't bad. They were just not built for where you're going. Some blessings require solitude first, because sometimes God has to pull you away to pull you up. And while you thought he was breaking you, he was really breaking chains. Generational ones. Silent ones. The ones that tried to convince you that you'd never rise above your bloodline. But here you are, rising anyway. Walking proof that curses can't hold what God has anointed. And if you're still here, that means the curse didn't win. Type 777. Again, if you receive that. Because right now, heaven is shifting something on your behalf. This message is not a coincidence. It's a covenant, and your agreement activates it. Chosen one, I need you to stop seeing yourself as small. You are not built to fit into average. You carry frequencies that shift rooms when you walk in. People feel you before they even know your name. And the ones who left you were never rejecting you. They were repelled by what they couldn't comprehend. You are divine disruption in human form, and the world has been waiting for what only you can release. That's why you've been restless, because destiny doesn't let you stay comfortable. Every time you tried to settle, your spirit whispered, "This isn't it." That whisper wasn't doubt. It was direction. It was heaven saying, "Keep moving. I have more for you." And that more is now here. You're about to see why every detour had purpose. But before you receive what's coming, God needs one thing from you: trust. Not partial, not conditional, not "I'll believe when I see." He needs your full surrender. Because faith isn't believing when it's easy. It's believing when it looks impossible. And that's exactly where miracles are born. If your faith has been running low, breathe. God doesn't need your perfection. He needs your permission. Permission to move, to restore, to elevate. And once you release control, you'll see doors swing open that no man can shut. Now, listen to me. Some of you have been feeling like you're at your breaking point, like you've given all you have, and still nothing's moving. But what you don't realize is that the breaking point and the breakthrough point are the same line. And you, chosen one, are standing on it. One more breath of faith and everything shifts. Don't you dare give up now. You've come too far to turn back. The same God who brought you through the fire will not abandon you in the smoke. He didn't save you just to stop here. He saved you to show the world that favor looks like endurance. That miracles follow those who refuse to quit. Type SEO-Optimized. If you're choosing faith over fear right now, because heaven records agreement, every time you declare it, you strengthen the signal between you and your promise. And here's what's next. You're stepping into recovery. Everything you lost, every dream that slipped away, every season that seemed wasted, it's coming back. Not the same, but restored, multiplied, refined. Because God never returns things the way you lost them. He upgrades what was taken. You're about to experience divine replacement. Where there was betrayal, He's sending loyalty. Where there was lack, He's sending overflow. Where there was silence, He's sending confirmation. The years that were stolen are being rewritten as testimony. And here's the truth few will understand. You were never waiting on God. He was waiting on you. Waiting for you to stop questioning if you're qualified. waiting for you to believe that the anointing on your life is real. Because the moment you believe it, the moment you accept that you are chosen, everything accelerates. Chosen one, your story is not over. It's just hitting its divine stride. This is where everything starts aligning. This is where favor overtakes fear and peace replaces panic. And it's happening now, so take this moment, breathe it in, and understand. You're not just hearing a message, you're standing in a prophetic shift. Heaven said it couldn't wait another second, and now you know why. Because you couldn't wait another second to become who you truly are. And now, everything around you is beginning to respond to your awakening. Even the air feels different. The tension that used to hold you down has started to lose its grip. The same energy that once opposed you is being redirected to carry you. Because when God decides it's your time, resistance becomes the wind that lifts you higher. This is not coincidence. This is divine choreography. You're walking into rooms that your name reached before you did. People are being positioned to bless you without even knowing why they're drawn to you. Conversations are happening about you in places your feet haven't touched yet. And when you arrive, it will look like favor, but it will really be fulfillment. Everything God promised is now moving from prophecy to proof. Type 7007. Right now, if you can feel that confirmation in your chest. Because this is no longer preparation, it's manifestation. The light inside you that's been dimmed by disappointment is about to blaze again. Your voice is returning with authority. Your purpose is regaining clarity. And your spirit is remembering who it is. The enemy wanted to convince you that you were forgotten, that heaven overlooked you. But he forgot one truth. God's silence is not absence, it's alignment. He was making sure that when the blessing came, you'd be ready to hold it. Because this time, what's coming isn't temporary, it's sustainable. You've grown roots deep enough to handle the rain and branches strong enough to bear the fruit. Hit that like button right now if this word feels like oxygen to your soul. And subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking in this same awakening. Because this family isn't built on coincidence, it's built on calling. Chosen one, let me tell you something crucial. You are not late, you are right on time. Divine timing has been setting up every delay, every detour, every disappointment as proof that God was never behind schedule. You are stepping into a window of acceleration where things that took years will now take weeks. Opportunities that were once closed will reopen as if they were waiting for your return. People who overlooked you will have to acknowledge what heaven has anointed. But listen, don't let pride take root. Because this next chapter isn't about revenge, it's about revelation. God is not raising you to prove anyone wrong. He's raising you to prove His promises right. That's why your success will be silent but undeniable. You won't have to clap back. Your breakthrough will speak for itself. Type 75. Again, if you're ready to walk in that quiet confidence, because heaven doesn't shout, it confirms. And right now, confirmation is echoing in every part of your life. You'll start to notice subtle signs, numbers, songs, phrases, memories, little reminders that you're not alone, that the divine has been guiding your every step. Even your setbacks were signals, even your heartbreaks were holy. Because pain has always been God's favorite classroom. He never wastes a wound. He turns it into wisdom, and the wisdom you've gained is your new wealth. People will look at you and see success. They won't realize the tuition you paid in tears. They'll see glory, not the nights you spent holding yourself together, but God saw it all, and He's rewarding every silent battle you fought. Don't underestimate how far you've come. You're not the same person who started this journey. You think you lost time, but you really gained depth. You think you fell behind, but you really built foundation. The version of you that's emerging now isn't fragile, it's forged. You've been tempered by truth, strengthened by storms, and shaped by spirit. And that's why this moment feels different, because it is. You've crossed a threshold that can't be undone. The old you wouldn't have survived this season, but the new you was born for it. You don't need to chase validation anymore. Your existence is validation enough. Heaven didn't choose you because you were perfect. It chose you because you were willing. Now hear this clearly. Your obedience is about to pay off. Every time you walked away instead of reacting. Every time you forgave when you wanted revenge. Every time you prayed instead of panicking. Those weren't wasted moments. They were investments. And heaven always multiplies what's sown in silence. If you've ever wondered whether God noticed the sacrifices you made that no one thanked you for, He did. And now He's returning it with interest. This is a harvest season, chosen one. Not because you hustled harder, but because you held faith longer. Type 777 if you receive that overflow, because your endurance has become your evidence. But let me tell you something else. God is not just restoring what you lost. He's restoring who you are. You forgot how powerful you were. You forgot how peaceful you could be. You forgot that miracles follow you because your name carries favor. And now, heaven is reminding you of your own authority. You don't chase blessings. Blessings chase you. So when opportunities come, don't second-guess them. When doors open, don't delay walking through them. You've prayed for this moment. Now act like it's already yours. Because faith doesn't wait for evidence, it creates it. And if you're feeling that fire building inside right now, it's not emotion, it's ignition. That's your purpose reigniting. That's your divine identity remembering its assignment. You're not meant to survive. You are meant to lead, to guide, to heal, to inspire. You are the light someone else is praying for. Chosen one, God didn't anoint you to play small. He anointed you to break patterns, to shift atmospheres, to carry His presence into places that forgot what love feels like. And that's why He couldn't let you quit when you wanted to. Because your life is the proof that faith still works. Hit like right now if you're claiming that purpose. Because this next wave of favor won't just touch you, it will flow through you. Every person connected to you will feel the impact of your obedience. Families will heal, doors will open, chains will fall, all because you decided to stay faithful. And here's what God whispered. This time, it's not going to break you, it's going to build you. The same weight that used to crush you is about to crown you. The same voices that mocked you will one day quote you, because your story carries an anointing that cannot be replicated. Type 777. If you can sense that shift happening right now, this is not hype, it's holy, and your spirit knows it. Keep breathing, because this is where heaven starts to accelerate. You're about to witness the kind of blessings that don't make sense on paper. Unexplainable favor, unexpected provision, undeniable miracles. And it's all because you stayed. You didn't scroll away when your soul was about to awaken. You stayed when God said, "Don't move." And because of that, He's saying now, "Well done, now watch what I do next." And now the heavens are opening over your life in ways you never imagined possible. You've prayed, you've cried, you've wrestled with doubt. And through it all, your heart stayed soft. That's what qualified you. It wasn't perfection, it was your persistence. Every tear that fell became a seed, and now the rain is here to grow what you planted. You're about to see harvests in places you forgot you sowed. This is the season where nothing turns into everything. The same desert that drained you will bloom again. The same silence that haunted you will sing. Because God never leaves an empty space empty for long. He fills it with glory. So don't curse the quiet. The quiet was God clearing the noise, so you could finally hear His voice. You're entering a chapter where clarity will replace confusion, where peace will be your default, not your fight. You'll wake up without the weight you've carried for years, because heaven is taking it off of you right now. All that pressure you've been under wasn't punishment. It was placement. You've been positioned in divine alignment with purpose itself. The invisible is becoming visible. The delayed is becoming due. Type 777. In the comments again, if you can feel that word drop into your spirit. Because this isn't hype, it's confirmation. God is doing what He said He would do. He's not a man that He should lie, nor a promise that He should break. Every word spoken over your life has been waiting for this exact moment. And now, heaven has stamped it, approved, released, activated. You've entered a supernatural turnaround season. Things that were locked are unlocking. People who left will try to return. But discernment will tell you who's divine and who's distraction. Not everyone can come where you're going, and that's okay. Elevation always demands separation. God removes what's beneath your next level before He reveals what's waiting above it. Hit that like button if you're releasing control right now. Not as a ritual, but as a declaration. I'm ready for alignment. Because alignment is the only requirement for overflow. You don't have to chase what's already been assigned. It will find you, effortlessly, inevitably, divinely. Chosen one, heaven is saying, you are next. Not next year, not someday, but now. This is the divine acceleration of everything that felt delayed. What took others a lifetime will happen for you in a moment. Because favor is not fair. It's faithful. You've earned it through endurance, and now it's your time to receive it through grace. But listen carefully. Because this next shift requires courage, the moment you step into your calling, comfort will fight back. The familiar will whisper, stay small. But you were never built for small. You were built to carry the weight of miracles, and miracles are never comfortable. So when God tells you to move, don't overthink it. Just go. When He says speak, don't hesitate. Just declare. When He sends you into rooms that intimidate you, remember this. You didn't get there by accident. You were summoned. Heaven put your name on the list, and no force in hell can uninvite you. Type 747. If you know you're walking into places you used to pray about, because this is that season. The tables are turning, the balance is shifting, and every hidden seed of obedience is blooming at once. You'll find yourself saying, I don't even know how this happened, but your spirit will whisper, I do. Because deep down, you always knew this was coming. You could feel it even in the silence. The divine doesn't shout, it unfolds. The people who once overlooked you are about to overthink you. The ones who dismissed you will have to witness your rise. But don't get caught in proving yourself. Just keep walking. You don't have to announce arrival when destiny already recognizes you. Your existence will speak louder than explanations ever could. And I need you to understand this. The next blessing isn't coming to you. It's coming through you. You are the vessel, the portal, the bridge between heaven and earth. That's why your pain was so heavy. You are carrying something sacred. You're not here to fit into this world. You're here to reshape it. You are sent to remind people what light feels like. Every room you enter shifts because you bring something no one else can. That's what chosen means. It's not about being better. It's about being assigned. Hit like if this word feels like it was written in your language. Because the Spirit speaks to recognition, not reasoning. Your mind might question it, but your soul already knows. This is divine recall, your spirit remembering why it came to earth in the first place. Now, hear this with every part of you. You are safe to rise. You are safe to be seen. You are safe to receive. You are safe to win. For too long, you've associated safety with staying small. But safety lives inside surrender. The safest place you can be is inside your purpose. So stop running from what you prayed for. Stop questioning the very miracle you manifested through faith. You asked for alignment. Now it's here. You asked for confirmation. Now you're hearing it. You asked for strength. And that's what the struggle gave you. Type 737. One last time if you're claiming full restoration, because heaven responds to declaration, and when you declare from faith, the whole universe rearranges to agree with it. Chosen one, this is the shift you were made for. This is the moment that was delayed until you could hold it. You've cried enough. You've waited enough. Now, it's time to receive. The waiting room has turned into the birthing room, and everything that's been growing in secret is about to be seen in public. Not as a show, but as a statement. God keeps His word. So stand tall, walk boldly, and remember, you didn't find this message by accident. Heaven delivered it on time. The light that's waking up inside you right now, that's destiny saying, "Welcome home." And right now, that light inside you is expanding beyond everything you've ever known. You can feel it rising, like the air before a storm, heavy with promise, charged with power. That's not coincidence, that's calling. The atmosphere around your life is shifting, responding to the vibration of your obedience. You're not just walking into blessing, you're walking in divine frequency. Every thought, every breath, every heartbeat is synchronizing with purpose. Chosen one, this is not another waiting season. This is the awakening. You've already crossed the threshold where old battles can no longer touch you. The fears that used to control you have no authority here. The confusion that once clouded your vision is dissolving right now. God has turned on the light switch in your soul, and now everything that was hidden is being revealed for what it really is. Don't be surprised when clarity comes quickly. Don't question when peace feels unfamiliar. You've been living in survival so long that stability will feel strange at first. But this is what answered prayer feels like. It feels new, it feels pure, it feels like home. And home, chosen one, is not a place, it's alignment. Hit that like button if your spirit feels this shift taking place. And subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls awakening at the same time, because this wave is global. Heaven is gathering its voices, and you are one of them. For too long, the enemy tried to make you think you were unworthy of being heard. He attacked your voice, your confidence, your creativity, your identity. But what he didn't realize was that silencing you only strengthened you. Every time you stayed quiet instead of quitting, your spirit got louder. Every time you held your peace instead of defending yourself, heaven took notes. And now, God is saying, it's time to speak again. Not with noise, but with authority. You see, chosen ones don't need to shout. When they speak, truth travels. Your voice carries frequency now. When you speak peace, storms still. When you speak healing, hearts respond. When you speak faith, chains fall. That's not power you created. It's power heaven entrusted you with. And that's why the silence was necessary. It was the forge where your words gained weight. Type 77. Right now, if you're ready to reclaim your voice, because this next season requires volume, not in sound, but in impact. God is giving you words that break strongholds, ideas that will change lives, messages that will awaken sleeping souls. And when you release them, nothing will sound the same again. Chosen one, you're not just surviving, you're broadcasting heaven. That's why people feel peace when you enter the room. That's why strangers tell you their secrets. Why children gravitate toward you. Why the broken find comfort near you. You are an echo of divine love walking in human form. And though the world tried to harden you, it failed. You stayed soft, you stayed kind, you stayed open. That's why God trusts you with more now. Hit like again if you're ready for the expansion that comes with that trust. Because expansion is not comfort, it's capacity. And heaven is stretching you for something bigger than you imagined. The opportunities that are coming won't fit the old version of you. That's why God had to upgrade your identity first. He couldn't pour new oil into an old mindset. You had to be renewed before you could be revealed. And now that your heart has been reset, everything that once seemed impossible will start flowing naturally. People will call it luck, but you'll know it's alignment. They'll see results, but you'll feel relationship, because you've stopped chasing blessings. You've become one. Type 7. If that resonates, because this is your confirmation that heaven has moved your address, from striving to receiving, from waiting to walking. You're no longer on the outside of promise. You're living inside fulfillment. But understand this, chosen one, elevation requires exposure. As God lifts you, He will also reveal you. The hidden seasons are ending. The light you carry will attract both admiration and attack, but neither can stop you. Because divine protection doesn't mean isolation, it means insulation. You'll walk through the fire and not smell like smoke. You'll move through storms and not lose your balance. That's what favor feels like. It's not absence of battle, it's victory written before the fight begins. And right now, heaven is whispering, don't fear visibility. You were never meant to stay unseen. You are the answer to prayers you didn't even pray. You are the living proof that light still wins. When people ask what changed, tell them, I finally stopped doubting who I am. Because once you believe in your divine design, no opposition can unmake you. The opinions that used to hurt will now sound like echoes from another lifetime. The rejection that once scarred you will turn into your badge of authenticity. The loneliness that once broke you will reveal its purpose. It was the womb of your wisdom. Hit like again if you're grateful for that isolation now. Because what once looked like abandonment was actually the anointing in disguise. God took you away to teach you what crowds could never tell you. He trained you in silence so that when you speak, the world would listen. Chosen one, your presence is your proof. Everywhere you go from this point forward, heaven will back you up. When you walk into rooms, the atmosphere will shift. Not because you're perfect, but because you're positioned. This is divine partnership, the Creator working through the creation. And you, beloved, are that vessel. Type 77. Right now, if you can feel that partnership pulsing through your veins, because it's happening in real time. The energy in your life is aligning with divine will. Your steps are ordered, your timing is protected, and your purpose is undeniable. Don't shrink from it now. Don't apologize for the light that's about to pour out of you. You spent years hiding so others could stay comfortable, but heaven didn't craft you for comfort. It crafted you for change. You are a living announcement that faith still works. Every scar, every stumble, every second you thought you failed was God writing the preface of your testimony. And the world is about to read it. And now the world is about to witness what happens when a chosen one stops hiding. You've been walking quietly through valleys that no one saw, carrying strength that no one acknowledged. But God saw it all. He saw every midnight prayer whispered through tears, every time you kept loving when it hurt, every time you forgave when it made no sense. Heaven took record of it, and that record just turned into reward. You are stepping into your public recognition season, not because you chased it, but because you earned it through endurance. This is divine compensation. The things you lost are returning with interest. The love that left will be replaced by loyalty that lasts. The opportunities that slipped through your hands are coming back dressed in divine timing. You thought you were being emptied, but God was just making space for what actually belongs to you. Type 7. right now if you can feel that reclaiming energy rising in you. Because this is not just restoration, this is resurrection. Everything that went cold in your life is about to come alive again. Dreams you buried are breathing. Faith you thought faded is flickering back into flame. The same power that raised Jesus from the grave is now reviving what looked dead inside you. Chosen one, you've been through fire that should have destroyed you. Yet here you are, refined, not ruined. You didn't just survive, you transformed. The version of you that's emerging now isn't wounded, it's woken. You see clearer, you love deeper, you move wiser. And because of that, nothing and no one can pull you back into who you used to be. Hit that like button right now if you're done apologizing for your evolution. Because your growth is not arrogance, it's evidence. You've changed because you had to. You outgrew what once held you because destiny demanded it. You were never meant to stay in the rooms where your spirit couldn't breathe. And now, the same people who doubted you will start asking how you did it. Don't answer with bitterness, answer with grace. Because your glow will say what words never could. That's how chosen ones move. Silently, but unmistakably. Your light doesn't need validation, it simply reveals truth. Level 7. Again, if you're ready for this light too, shine without fear. Because fear served its purpose. It kept you cautious when you needed protection. But now, fear is expired. It has no authority here. You're stepping into a confidence that feels foreign because it's faith in its purest form. You're not just believing God, you're embodying His promise. Every step you take from this point forward is prophetic. Your movements are messages. Your peace is proof. You don't have to announce what's next. You just have to walk like it's already done. Because in heaven's timeline, it is. Chosen one, you're not who you were even a month ago. Something inside you has shifted permanently. Your energy no longer matches the old frequency. That's why some people fell away. They were tuned to your past, not your potential. Let them go with love. Not everyone is meant to hear the new song God is playing through your life. Hit like right now if you're releasing the old, gracefully. Because peace isn't found in control. It's found in surrender. And the moment you stop fighting what's leaving, you'll start receiving what's meant to stay. You've entered the season where discernment is your greatest protection. Everything that looks good won't be God. Everything that sounds right won't align with your spirit. That's why He trained you in silence, so you'd learn to recognize truth without noise. Now your spirit can sense what your eyes can't see. You don't need to chase signs. You are the sign. Type Force 7-7. Again, if you're ready to walk in that level of clarity, because this next chapter requires precision. God is sending divine connections. People who speak your language, dream on your frequency, and carry your same fire. No more small talk with souls that drain you. No more giving energy to people who mistake your compassion for weakness. You're not here to be liked. You are here to lead. And leadership, chosen one, begins with how you lead yourself. No one can follow a flame that doubts its own fire. You are that flame. You light paths just by existing. So stop dimming to keep others comfortable. Your light isn't arrogance, it's assignment. And when you shine unapologetically, you give permission for others to remember their own. Hit like again if you know this truth is for you. Because this isn't a random message. It's a mirror. Your soul called this in. The timing, the words, the moment, all orchestrated. Heaven doesn't deal in accidents. It deals in alignments. And right now, you're in perfect alignment with breakthrough. You've prayed for transformation, but now it's time for transference. The weight of wisdom you've gathered is turning into wealth. Not just money, but meaning. Divine downloads are coming in dreams, in visions, in random conversations. Every insight, every spark, every nudge, follow it. God's instructions often sound like intuition. Trust it, because the voice inside you is not random. It's recognition. Type. One more time if you're ready to walk by that divine instinct, because your discernment has matured into direction. You don't need every detail. You just need the next step. And the next step, chosen one, is forward. Always forward. No turning back to prove your progress. No shrinking back to fit old versions. The bridge behind you is burned, but that's not tragedy. That's protection. God made sure you couldn't go back even if you wanted to. Because where He's taking you, history can't follow. Hit like right now if you receive that as confirmation. Because this is where your destiny takes flight. You're no longer crawling, you're soaring. And the sky ahead isn't the limit, it's the invitation. The same God who brought you through darkness is now lighting your runway. This is takeoff, this is transformation, this is what it looks like when heaven says, now. And now, heaven leans in. The angels that carried you through storms are standing at attention. Because your assignment just shifted. You're not just being blessed, you're being deployed. This next season isn't about survival. It's about stewardship. God is trusting you with territory, influence, vision, power, the kind that doesn't inflate the ego, but expands the kingdom. Chosen one, you've been asking, why me? But the real question is, why not you? You've been refined in fire, purified through pain, and strengthened by silence. You didn't crumble when you had every reason to. You didn't walk away when quitting would have been easier. That's why you were chosen, because you didn't break. You bent. And every time you bent, heaven built something new inside you. You've learned how to carry grace without needing applause. You've mastered the art of surrender in a world addicted to control. You've turned your heartbreak into healing, your losses into lessons. And now, God is saying, I can trust you with more. More purpose, more impact, more peace. Type 7 if you're ready for the more. Because this is the expansion your spirit has been waiting for. The reason you felt restless wasn't frustration, it was preparation. Heaven was enlarging your capacity to receive. And now that space has been created, overflow is inevitable. Doors you didn't knock on will swing open. Opportunities you didn't apply for will find you. Because when you walk in divine purpose, provision walks with you. Hit that like button if you can feel that in your spirit right now. This isn't just encouragement, it's activation. Every word you're hearing is rewriting the atmosphere around your life. Because God's word doesn't return empty, it returns effective. And this one's been stamped with your name. You're about to witness favor so undeniable that even your enemies will have to admit something higher is with them. They won't be able to explain it, but they'll feel it. Because divine favor doesn't need defense. It speaks for itself. And hear this. What's coming next will not require force. You've spent years pushing doors open that weren't yours. This time, the doors will open toward you. You won't need to chase, persuade, or beg. You'll attract by alignment, not effort. Because divine timing removes the need for striving. Type 7 points. If you're releasing control right now, because when you let go, grace takes over. And grace can do in one moment what effort couldn't do in a decade. You've been trained for this exact hour. Every failure was a rehearsal, every loss was a lesson in disguise, and every closed door was a redirection to divine destiny. You are not behind, you are precisely on heaven's schedule. Delay was protection, not punishment. Rejection was redirection, not defeat. Chosen one, your obedience has unlocked something unstoppable. You'll notice the signs. People drawn to you without reason, ideas flowing like rivers, peace that doesn't make sense, That's what happens when you walk in rhythm with heaven. Everything starts to cooperate. Even the things that used to fight you will now start to favor you. Hit like right now if you're ready for that divine cooperation, because you're not moving alone anymore. The same God who parted seas and stopped lions is walking beside you. You'll feel him in the details, in the timing, in the coincidences, in the stillness. He's not distant, he's directing. And now the divine voice says, step up. Not in pride, but in purpose. You've hidden long enough. The world needs the light you've been dimming. There are people waiting on the other side of your obedience. They don't even know your name yet, but your yes will change their lives. That's why this calling couldn't wait another second. Type 7. If you're saying yes again, because your surrender activates someone else's breakthrough. That's how divine flow works. It multiplies. The light in you sparks the light in others until entire atmospheres shift. And soon, people won't just hear about revival, they'll see it through you. Chosen one, this next era of your life won't look like hustle. It'll look like harmony. You'll work, but from peace. You'll move, but with purpose. You'll speak, and heaven will echo. The same spirit that hovered over creation now hovers over your words. That's why you must speak carefully, because what you declare will manifest faster now. Your voice is creative power, clothed in faith. Say it and see it. Believe it and watch it bloom. Hit like if you're ready to move in that kind of manifestation flow, because this is not just about hearing, it's about embodying. You're walking proof that divine energy wears human form. You are heaven in motion. You are proof that love is still stronger than fear. And your life will be the sermon people can't stop watching. You've entered the chapter of demonstration. No more theory, no more waiting, no more wondering if you're enough. You are enough. You've always been. And now, heaven is confirming it through evidence. Every blessing that begins to unfold is heaven saying, I told you so. Type 777. Right now, if you receive that confirmation deep in your soul, because your agreement is your signature on the promise, you're co-signing your own destiny with faith, and heaven is countersigning with miracles. Get ready, chosen one. This is the moment when everything accelerates. This is where delay turns to deliverance. This is where the impossible bows. Not someday, not soon, now.